It's week 3 of the NFL, and we've got C.J. Stroud. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Texans and the Titans, coming up next.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Foster. The right side, that's complete to Clark. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard after the 32. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now,
that's into a crowd and intercepted. And nothing but daylight ahead. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. An extra point attempt to follow here. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Foster throwing the out route incomplete. That's Clark. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They go play action here on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
At their 49-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Looking to throw. Foster. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Here's Foster on first down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got it complete to Clark. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, pulled in by Mayer. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Now second and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Now a first carry here for their running back. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Foster. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal from 28 yards out.
A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You talk about this Titan defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Stroud on third down now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
They go with Howard again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
The 22-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Houston.
Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. Second and 10. Stroud to throw it. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Touchdown! A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans are able to add on to that lead.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
23-yard line.
Now Foster looking to throw on second down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there to see if they can build on that stuff. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Here now, third and a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have a Titans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on third and 2.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. Third and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Second and 6. At the Texans' 22-yard line.
Off the play fake. Foster. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
Foster on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a first and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans have got it back to within a score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was T.J. Hockenson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On first down, and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Tennessee offense set to go again. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2 at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw. Foster. And it's complete. Over the middle to Clark. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well.
14-yard line.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Quick throw. It's Mayer. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
For the field goal, a 28-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action. Stroud now. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Howard up the middle. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. The Texans at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a look.
There he goes, left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the Titans' 11-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. The throwing again is Stroud. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Foster. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Brings up 3rd and 16.
Operating from the gun. Foster. And that is incomplete.
These 2 offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Texans' 1st down.
A give to Howard up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's complete to Dell. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Texans. Take Dell, 35 yards. And the Texans are able to stretch out their lead. Now the try here for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now Foster to throw. To throw on 2nd down. The open man is Clark, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Back to throw. Foster. That is caught. And he will have the Titans first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to run the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Foster. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up. Back to throw again. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And now out comes Houston. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Stroud. And that's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
Stroud working out of the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First down, Houston.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He finds his man, complete. That's Hampton. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. Here goes Stroud again, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Complete. This is Mitchell. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Stroud out of the gun here. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And bulldozing his way through. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here are the Texans to take over. They played the Browns last week, got the victory in that game, and so far so good as they've got the lead here. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he works free. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
One of the good things offenses did years ago was they lettered their gaps the same on each side. A gap between guard and center on either side. That's what you want to control when you're trying to run the ball up the middle.
And why is that?
Because typically you either have a big nose guard in there in an odd front, 3-man front, or you have defensive tackles that might line up in the A-gaps trying to gain an advantage and get upfield themselves. If you can control that, it gives the back plenty of space to pick and choose where to go.
And there, a great inside run, broke the contact and got some space. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing now is Stroud. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Here's Stroud. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Brought him a little extra space. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Foster. He finds his man. Complete. It's Clayton. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
He's got it complete to Clark. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close it.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. Houston set to take over. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Stroud will look to throw once more. That's caught by Ware. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Stroud to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Stroud looking to throw. That is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Right back to him on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That was a really nice job there, stretching zone coverage by running that route deep enough before breaking it back towards the sideline and being open.
And a precise throw for the reception in the first. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Foster now, looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's got this down to the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Here's Foster on 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Clayton. But he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 16-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. So the completion gets him just a yard. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Another 3 on the board. He's been the lone bright spot. That's now 4 field goals.
If this offense had finished a few drives, we'd be looking at a different complexion to this ball game because right now, the trade is really wrong for them, isn't it? They're trading field goals while the other team's scoring touchdowns. That's not going to work.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that. He's got the lane, and there he goes. A huge play there for Houston. 51 yards.
And the Texans first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
The throw over the middle taken in. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He'll get this to about the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Foster got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Texans' 45-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing left side. He's got Clark complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Back to throw again. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Foster throwing on first down. It gets it right back to Mayer. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, second down.
At the 16-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Foster. Over the middle. That's caught by Adams. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw. He's got it. This is Ware. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Texans.
Now Stroud. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Stroud. He leaves this one for Howard. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Stroud. He finds his man, complete. It's Hampton. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Looking to throw. Stroud. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans 30. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Stroud. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
The throwing again is Stroud. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Stroud out of the gun here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. This 2nd and 4.
At the Titans' 6-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This is Howard on 2nd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 1st and goal, Howard. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. Again, it's Howard as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the 1st down by about a yard. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So now the Titans down by 10. A little over a minute to go. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. Foster throwing to start the drive.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Off play action. Foster. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Now Foster to throw. To throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. So with that knee, 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you watch that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And even playing on the road, the class of this ball club just too much to overcome.
Yeah, deep down, I think even the fans knew how this one was going to turn out. All right, they just came to support their team, hoped they'd see some good football, and they did. But they didn't really expect their team to win. In fact, they probably came in and said, let's win the tailgate, because that's where we have the advantage, and I bet they did that.
So for the Texans, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back.